is your fear? Beneath the appearance of incredible infrastructure, standard facilities, and beautiful amenities, our estates at Adron Homes come affordable with great discounts and flexible payment plans. No stress, no hassles.
Amount of food that would have been produced there and pushed into the market. And by the way, what we saw on TV were imported food. I saw apples. That's all grown in Nigeria. It was imported. So you may see a lot of that. It doesn't mean that it's from the farms. But coming back to the important point here now, there are two things to look at here now. First, and perhaps this it should be of interest to government. You know, I've always talked about a strategic grain reserve. I don't know what is happening to that. You know, that could have been something that could have, while we're tackling insecurity, could have been like a buffer for us at a time like this. Then the other thing of interest is the fact that, you see, the reason this is to continue to be expensive is that along the value chain, we have failed to set up, you don't talk about location or localization of industries. Let me use the Benue Basin, for instance, where you get cashew nuts and all that. Have we thought, for instance, about setting up factories, have the complete chain around Benue there, both for packaging, you know, logistics, the processing of the oranges, you know, instead of taking them because from the farm, before it gets to Lagos, they've lost almost 80%.
There's so much spoilage.
You know, almost 80% of it.
And the farmers don't want to lose out.
Business
people don't want to lose out. So all of that has been lost is going to come onto an orange costing, did you say 50 naira? Or something like that?
Up to 100, that's the last time he bought. But you see, what makes it even more expensive? Usually, if it comes out newly, it might be cheap because they just want to dispose of it. But now, what are you disposing of? There's not enough, which is why the prices are escalating. And these people, there's no method no conscious effort at preservation or taking industries close to these bees, these sources, so that we can store them, you know, ready for, I mean, companies.
Are we stuck then? Are we stuck in this vicious cycle that you were speaking about? Because what Nigerians want and need, and it is known by the authorities, is an immediate solution to this. But people are going to start talking about medium-term solutions, long-term solutions.
We can discuss all of that here.
But what can possibly be done in the interim such that, look, have, you know, pity parents who send their kids out to school. In our day, you were probably a very good, lucky child if you got maybe 2 or 3 pence to take to school.
Yes.
Nowadays, people, apart from uniform and all of that, now have to maybe find 100 naira is not going to get anywhere, but probably that's what they take. But Mr. George, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for holding on.
Good morning to you and the guest, Uncle Yori.
Good morning.
Uncle Yori, thank you very much for bringing up this topic this morning. I had been noting it that you will bring it up. Now, there is a great debate going on in the society, and that debate is about the price of fuel. Dangote factory have started producing. The factory in Port Harcourt is already prepared to also start producing. Uncle Yeri, I can tell you the reason for the sudden surge of food prices is the removal of fuel subsidy. The greatest palliative that the president can give Nigerians that can effectively replace all these cash transfers and all the rest is to subsidize the fuel price in a way. Now that we have refineries producing in Nigeria, I know that there was this 300,000 or 400,000 barrels per day that was the reduced price, if not free. And then the refineries should sell to the marketers in Naira. Dangote is already registering marketers now. The debate is going on. At what price are we going to sell it? What currency are we going to use for the purchase? How much is Dangote going to be listening? They should tell Mr. President that the greatest palliative we can give Nigerians is in this fuel price, and the opportunity for it has just come. If the fuel price is reduced to, say, about half of what we are buying it now, you will see that the price of food items will come down. Because all of them, they always say it is the transportation to bring the food from the remote areas that brings up the prices. If the fuel is reduced, take it from me, there will be a relief.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. George, for that contribution. I was going to come to you, your commentary on that, because we've talked about wastages also contributing to the soaring price of foods and all of that.
Yes. What I want to say is we need industries, more cottage industries in Nigeria. We need, I think the president is looking at bringing in small businesses, which I was in a meeting at VI where LCCI had the chairman of
Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Yes, where he had they had the chairman of the fiscal reforms and tax reforms and the budget chairman. So what I got from that is that about 100 billion is being allocated for small businesses to rise. So what I'm trying to say is that if we have industries, that small industries that can process foods, I think we are in the right direction.
Yes, but important as it is, these are not fresh ideas. Commentators have been making this point. There's no shortage of expertise saying the kind of thing that you've been saying, but Dr. Victor Hai, it hasn't gotten us anywhere. And there are some people, call them conspiracy theorists, who are saying, who is worrying about the livelihood of bad guys? Who is worrying about the livelihood of bad guys? But as I said, it's important to put it in the look. Conspiracy theorists are the people who are theorizing like this. But coming here, as I was making the point, your very good self, himself, and other experts have been telling us that this is the way to go. These cottage industries begin to strengthen the chains, the value chain. And we're talking about farming here. There's poultry. There's poultry. Those ones are crying. These ones are saying it's impossible. Feeds, they can't afford feed anymore.
Even fertilizer, the cost of fertilizer for farming is gone up the roof.
Fisheries, yes. I don't know where we are. So any way you look at it, when Mr. George called in and said, you know what, everybody's talking about this fuel scarcity and the removing the subsidy. What do you think of his idea that if you could do a sort of a differential pricing, maybe subsidy could come in that sort of a way where I don't know if Nigerians will not abuse it again.
My worry is this. It's important to tackle this problem at the very root. And what I mean by the very root is if you remove all the fuel...
Let me come back to you, Victor.
Right.
Let me quickly take a break so that I won't need to interrupt you. Stay with us, please. We'll be right back.